We have Leanne Jeffries from CCC on the line, and she can maybe, nice intro there for you, Leanne. You can kind of take it from there if you're ready to go. We're going to be talking about certified collision care over the next half an hour. We're going to follow that up with comments from two original equipment manufacturers. So Leanne is set to go, and I'll let you take it away, Leanne. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Tom. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. If there's any issues, do let me know. Just get my slideshow going here. So Tom, thanks very much for inviting me to be here. We're working really closely with a lot of businesses in Saskatchewan right now. Before I get started with my presentation, I want to just say thank you also to Karen and Ryan. We've had a lot of dialogue over the last few months, and they even hosted a webinar through their system so that I could share information about certified collision care. So I appreciate that opportunity. And as well, I see you there, Scott, and I'm not sure if Dale's on, but just want to acknowledge that Sask Polytech is continuing to be part of the certified collision care program as a certified college, and we really appreciate that as well. So we're starting to see quite a bit of growth as far as outreach from shops in the province. However, I think there's, from my side, I have a little concern that, a lot of shops are kind of waiting, and with COVID and everything that's happened over the last year, it's been a pretty tough year. So, we're looking forward to working with a lot of shops over the next few months. I guess there's just under 6 months until that March 1st deadline. And I know that a lot of shops have been working, slowly towards getting certified, so which is great. I'm going to go ahead with a very short presentation just about who we are in case anyone is not familiar with us. And then I want to talk a little bit more in depth about the benefits of certification. Being certified is not an end, it's a beginning as far as we're concerned. And really the big picture is that being OEM certified allows your business to differentiate themselves in the market with consumers. And also, where we're heading in the future is, that fully documented repair where, you're a certified shop and you can prove everything that you've done on that repair, and making sure that the consumer is cared for, because that's really what we're all here for, is to look after the consumer. So just a couple of trends, which is no surprise to anyone on the line or in the room there. We've got increasing repair complexity. It's continuing to increase. It's not going to slow down. More advanced safety features in the technology. There's obviously a big concern about liability of performing improper repairs. And we know that if you don't have the right tools, equipment, and training, you really can't fix a car properly and safely to OEM specifications. We also, looking at COVID and sort of the marketplace out there, I think that brand protection of your collision repair facilities has never been more important. You want to sort of increase customer loyalty and be providing not only a safe and proper repair, but also exceptional customer service, collision service. We know that all repair facilities are not technically qualified. And so, consumers trust their car makers. They are familiar with those brands. They drive those cars every day. So there lends a lot of credibility to shops when they are OEM certified. And so this lets consumers know that you've invested to make sure that their family is safe after those repairs are done. And the OEMs, now that we have sort of national coverage, so pretty much every major metropolitan area and a lot of minor ones as well, we are really increasing the total coverage of certified facilities across the country. So our OEMs are able to invest dollars in marketing and help to educate consumers as well. So we really feel that OEM certification is very important, and it helps you to build your business. We all know advanced materials, high strength steel, aluminum, carbon fiber, mixed materials. We have to be following those OEM repair procedures, and we need to be researching them on every single repair we do. Just because you might have fixed that vehicle, 6 months ago, same make model, those OEM repair procedures may have even been updated. So it's really important to make sure that we're keeping up to date. It's all about safe repairs. We have to make sure that we're doing the right thing for the consumer. We can't repair cars like we always have, in the past. There's new welding techniques and training or specialized repair processes that are needed. And, I always say, what about the human aspect? So, that if a repair is done improperly, that the structural integrity is compromised. And then when that consumer is driving around, if there's a second accident, there's going to be some pretty serious ramifications. So we really need to make sure that repairs are being done correctly. And, thinking of one repair that I spoke with a while back, he said, I knew I was pretty good in my shop. I know we're doing the right things. We're doing training. He says, now that we're certified, I'm sleeping better at night because I know for sure we're good. We got everything we should have. So it's about peace of mind for you as well. So a little bit about Certified Collision Care and who we are. So all we do is OEM certification. We are working with 9 OEM brands. So we have Fiat, Chrysler, Ford, Kia, Nissan, Infiniti, Toyota, Lexus, Honda, and Acura. So these are our partners. We are working with these OEMs to manage and administer their certification programs. The beauty of having all of these OEMs working together, and this is over 60% of the cars on the road, is that it makes it really simple for shops to be able to achieve multiple certifications in a single step, in a single cost, a single process. We've grown a lot. Just looking even over this year, we've added over 100 certified shops since the beginning of the year. I think probably like 120 new ones. We currently have over 600 enrolled shops. So these are shops that have paid, they're enrolled, they're in process of certified shops. I think we just hit about 420. So we're over 400 certified shops. And then it's interesting looking at Saskatchewan. So today we have 41 enrolled shops and 30 that are certified of those 41. So there's a lot of shops that are not currently certified. And we obviously know that that deadline of March 1st is coming. So we're hoping to see a lot more shops reach certification. I can tell you, we've done a lot of outreach, and again, working with Karen and Ryan at SGI and with the webinar that we were able to present, and then just my team reaching out to talk with shops in Saskatchewan, we've probably got several dozen that are still, not enrolled, but they're working towards it and they're planning to be certified. We just don't want everyone to call us on the last day and think that we can, wave our magic wand and everyone gets certified by that deadline. So we're really trying to be proactive. Just a little bit more about us, just in case you're not aware. So we're fully managed out of Canada and bilingual. Our account management team is all here in the Ontario region with me, other than our Quebec representatives. Our inspectors go out and inspect the shops. During COVID, we've actually switched to a virtual inspection process, which has been working quite well, although we are starting in specific markets to transition now back to that on-site inspection. And that's being managed on a case-by-case basis, depending on the situation in that particular region with regards to COVID and restrictions, et cetera, and also with new safety protocols in place. And then we manage the program assets, which I am going to go through the marketing tools with you guys and just make sure you're aware. I know we have some of the our shops that are certified there in the room, so it's a quick review of all the marketing tools that we provide, which helps you to build your business and get more cars to the door and to retain those customers when they come through. So I guess the big question, and this is something that shops are asking now, is am I equipped? And I just want to say that one of the things, our focus is on supporting the shops in the market. We're not hard sales sort of organization. We're really about coaching and helping to identify where are you at. And so a lot of my team's time right now is being spent sort of doing a pre-assessment of, okay, what equipment do you have? Does that particular piece of equipment meet the minimum standard? And just those, especially those real big expensive items, do you have to invest, or does what you already have, does it meet the qualifications? And we find about 90% of the shops have to buy something, but most of them have a good part of what's required. So looking at we do require the 3D measuring and all the different welders. For Ford, you have to have the aluminum capabilities. The nice thing is with Ford, you can add that at any time, so there's no pressure to immediately invest. You should invest based on what you're fixing and what's best for your business. And then, of course, technical training is also a big part of what we require. So as was mentioned just before I came on, yes, iCar Gold is a great option and we accept that. However, if you are not iCar Gold, we do have our skills and training inventory or matrix, which recognizes the red seal training. This allows shops to choose the best training for their business. So, training is super important. We want to make sure that all the shops in our program have provided training to their staff, so they're able to do a proper repair and feel comfortable with those new cars that are coming in. And it's an ongoing investment. We also then, through the skills and training inventory, we're able to recognize other OEM training. So there's some luxury brands out there where you've got shops that are sending, technicians to Europe or into the US for weeks at a time for training, and then the other suppliers that are providing training. So any valid training can be applied towards the inventory, which will help you to be certified. And then of course, we do require the welding certifications. Aluminum welding certification is only if you're going through for Ford. The other two are a requirement. So just quickly, the steps for being certified. So the first thing a shop needs to do is enroll, so they can apply online. We will enroll a shop only after we've had some good discussion about what the requirements are, because we don't want shops to enroll not knowing like what the investment is. We want you to come in fully aware and ready to sort of make that commitment to become certified. Once the application and enrollment is done, this is when a shop pays our fee, which is $39.50. That is a flat fee. It's annual, and it covers up to the whole nine OEMs within our program, and it's a flat fee. So you can add OEM certifications at any time throughout your year, and there's no extra cost or anything that you have to do other than meeting the specialized requirements that they may have. Once you're enrolled, you do a capabilities assessment. We do an internal review to make sure you're ready for your inspection. We send out an auditor. They do the inspection on site, or lately it's been virtual. Then we do our approvals, OEMs do their approvals, and then you gain access to the marketing tools and you can start to promote yourself as being OEM certified. And really, all of these investments that you're making, I say this over and over to shops, you're not making these investments to become certified. You're making these investments to be able to properly repair every car that comes through your door. So, it's the investment that you are making to do things right, to do the right thing, and to be professional in this business. And then I see OEM certification as sort of the bonus on top of that, is that you get to promote yourself and you can differentiate yourself with consumers. So just want to very quickly go through the specialized requirements. So within the Certified Collision Care Program, there's two types of requirements. The first is the core requirements, and these are common with all of our OEMs. So that's the sort of basic tools equipment that you will need. And then some of our OEMs have specialized requirements that is over and above the core. Some of that's training. It could be equipment or tools. It could be a dealer sponsorship, or it could be, in the case of Ford, aluminum requirements. Our brochure lays this out in black and white. So it's really nice, very transparent, that you can really take a look through. This is available on our website, so you can read through everything that is needed to be able to be certified with each of the OEMs over and above the core. So just a little more details on that. So as I mentioned, for Ford, there's aluminum requirements. It's aluminum training, aluminum welding, the vacuum system, etc. Then with Toyota and Lexus, you do have to have a sponsorship from a dealer. Each dealer is allowed 5 shops to be sponsored within their local market, and there's also some specialized equipment needed. With Nissan, they have a sponsorship requirement as well, which is 2 per dealer. The great thing though is they've just added corporate sponsorship. So essentially, we just added about 150 Nissan certified shops into our network, because now once you're certified with Certified Collision Care, we were able to put your shop forward as, we can recommend that they corporately sponsor you, and they will do so, which means you can add that certification. So it's really a really great change and update to their program. With Infiniti, it's 2 sponsorships per dealer. They do have some specialized equipment and reporting requirements. And then with Honda and Acura, the biggest differentiator, I guess, with this certification is they do require some very specialized equipment as far as like the fixture bench and the jig system, and as well specific gases and wires and things. And again, that's all available on our website. They also require sponsorship, but there is no limit to which dealers can sponsor with you, and they're actually doing corporate sponsorships as well. Our OEMs are really focused on making sure that consumers have a choice in every market of a certified shop. So I'm going to go through the marketing and promotion. And as I said before, I really feel that OEM certification it's not an end. It's not the final goal. It's just the beginning. This is when you can start to really get a return on your investment by being able to market yourself and to increase your sales. And you know, consumers, it's a win for really everybody. It's a win for the insurer when the consumer is dealing with a certified shop. It's a win for the consumer because they're at a shop that can properly and safely repair their car. And it's a win for the shop, obviously, that has made these investments. So there's really nobody that loses here. So I'm going to run through some of our marketing materials that we provide. So point of sale signs, pretty basic, needs to be up in the office. It's a little more than that, though. One of the things that we always say is, you know, as a certified shop, you need to educate your staff. That frontline staff that's talking with consumers, they really need to be able to explain what that means. Like that, you know, you've got that specialized training and equipment to make sure that those repairs are done properly and that their families will be safe after the repairs are done. So including it in the sales process is really, really important. The other thing that we provide is OEM certified logos, which we recommend putting everywhere. You know, on the website, on your printed materials, on your apparel. These are billion-dollar brands, and it's a real privilege to be able to utilize these OEM certified logos. You have to use the appropriate ones. There are rules that needs to be followed. However, they are very powerful, and consumers really recognize those. And when they come into your business and they see those logos, they feel comfortable. We also have our online shop locator. And this is really important. We're actually getting thousands of consumers going online every single month and doing searches looking for a certified shop. They're also able to make an appointment, and we actually have now hooked up with Body Shop Booster free photo estimating, so they can actually launch the get an estimate feature on our locator and be able to sort of start that electronic communication. We also have some insurers across the country who have provided our locator to their claims teams, and some of our OEMs, so there's two ways that our OEMs are working with their roadside assistance providers. Some of them have a direct feed, so you know that information is automatically available to their roadside assistance provider to send customers to a certified shop. Some of them are also using the locator, so that locator is used there. And then some of our dealers, the OEMs have internal websites for their dealers, and the online locator is there as well. So how it works is really simple. It's you know, search by postal code. They're able to like pull up the microsite that we provide for shops, which is included in what we offer. There's no cost for the shops for this. And then they can also, as I said before, make an appointment or use that new button, which is the get an estimate button. So that's really cool. We've got a lot of shops that are using that. And, you know, with COVID, consumers are a lot more nervous. They may or may not want to go to a body shop, a collision repair facility. They may be intimidated. They may be frightened. So being able to electronically communicate with those customers, this is the time that you need to be able to do that. And I know I've talked with Chelsea at PAR, and she's been a Body Shop Booster customer for a long time. If you have some questions about that, I really recommend reaching out to Chelsea, because I know her and I have had discussions and it's been very successful for them. So what we provide is sort of the basic system. So it's, we call it like Body Shop Booster Lite. So it's free. Once you're a certified shop, you automatically can just opt in for that. And you're able to do that photo estimating with the customer. And we know that photo estimating isn't perfect. However, what it is that electronic way to communicate and to get that lead so that you can, you know, talk to the customer and establish that first contact and get their claim rolling. Just so some of our OEMs, well, most of our OEMs now have locators on their consumer websites. This is kia.ca. This is, you can see down at the bottom here, Certified Collision Care Program. So they're linked to our locator, again, just directing Kia customers to a certified shop. Same with FCA, so Fiat Chrysler on their mopar.ca website. They've got videos and information and a locator link there. Lexus, Toyota, Honda, again, all of these are OEM websites, and they're linking to our certified network and starting to really direct a lot of customers to certified shops, which is great. And Nissan just launched their new certified collision website as well, and they have their own locator. And here on their website, they even talk about the fact that there's free collision towing for any customers where their vehicle's still under warranty. They've got videos. There's a lot of really great information here. Other benefits, Nissan's got cards that they give out to customers when they purchase a vehicle. We also do press releases. And so there's a lot of marketing tools available to the shops once they're certified to help to get consumers to their facility. There's videos on YouTube. YouTube is actually the largest search engine for automotive content. So a lot of our OEMs are now putting videos on there. And here you can see the large list of locators. So more is better when it comes to locators. The more locators there are in different places that consumers can reach or find a certified shop, it just helps to sort of all add together. So just a few other things that are happening. So roadside assistance is being connected so that if your customer's still covered by roadside assistance and they have that collision, they're going to be directed to a certified shop. A lot of the OEMs are also doing printed materials for inside their dealerships, posters. The new car manuals are being updated. I know FCA has a new updated manual, which gives consumers a lot of information about certified shops. There's free towing, and then some of our OEMs are also working on policies where if there's a warrantable paint repair or something like that, that would only go to a certified shop. So the OEMs are really focused on providing benefits for our certified shops and making sure that their drivers know that the certified shop is available to them. So a few other things, point of sale, materials I mentioned. The other big thing is working with local dealers, and it really just depends on the relationships you have. But we really recommend that once you are a certified shop that you go and introduce yourself, and if you don't have a relationship with that local dealer, build one, because they're going to be real happy when their customers can go to a certified shop. You can also use the logos on Facebook, on your website, any community organizations that you're part of, whether you're doing breakfast networking. There's a lot of creative ways to really promote your business as being OEM certified. And we're excited about everything that's happening with SGI. Looking at sort of dealing with shops across the whole country. SGI is really very forward thinking, and I think you're quite lucky to be working with them. They're really focused on working with you guys. And, the fact that we've been endorsed by them with this, the $15,000 incentive with the shops, that's really nice. So one of the things I'll just say is making sure that you don't delay with regards to enrolling. It's really important that you don't wait to the last minute because the clock, is running. So and I don't know if you guys can hear my little chihuahua barking in the background, but he's barking. So sorry about that if it's picking it up. We know that it takes time as far as making decisions on purchasing as well. So you want to make sure that you don't wait to the very last minute, because some of these investments, they're pretty big, obviously, and you want to be making the investment that's best for your business, not just buying something quickly because you want to be certified. So there's a lot of research involved in picking the right tools and equipment, and it takes time for the training as well. So I guess I'll just say we're here to help. We want to make sure that you reach your goal of becoming certified, providing that clear path to certification. That's what we're here for. We want to support you. We want to be able to get multiple certifications in a single program and with a single cost, and then be able to really get a return on your investment. So how to get started is very simple. You just go to our website and you click on the Apply Now button. You're not committing to anything. All that's really going to do is ensure that one of my team members or myself, we're going to reach out to you and have a conversation just to let you know what's required to be certified, answer your questions. We can assess the current equipment that you have to see if it meets the requirements. And then when you're ready, we'll enroll you. So I think that's it. So certifiedcollisioncare.ca is our website, and I'd be happy. I'm not sure if I'm over on time. I think I was started slightly later than my start time. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to take them.
Yeah, no problem. We have a few minutes for questions. If anybody on the floor would like to come up, or if you're in our virtual audience, you can go down to the participants icon on the bottom and bark into the, no, just kidding, Leanne. And raise your hand.
I'm going to kill him.
Raise your paw and you can speak. How's that sound? I thought it was an interesting comment, Leanne. Ben Garreau from Advantage asked SGI, so you're saying that if I have certified collision care, I don't need to be ICAR Gold Class? And they said, yeah, that's good. So I think you might be a great alternative for those that don't want to go through the whole shebang. Although you still have to have the welding certification, I think you would.
Yes, that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but Gold Class would not then be a requirement. So that's kind of an interesting. And it's funny, Ben and I talked about that a while back, and I thought, I don't know. So I'm glad you asked the question, Ben.
Yeah.
Any questions?
I was going to say, Tom, the skills and training inventory isn't not ICAR either. So it's a combination of training. So, there's a lot of shops that have, been ICAR Gold in the past, or they are taking ICAR training, but they can sort of add to that ICAR with other sources. So it's not one or the other. It can be a combination of training.
Excellent. Dan, thank you very much. We are going to move on, I guess. Leanne, I just really appreciate you taking time. Say hello to your dad for us as well.
Thanks.
Too bad you can't be here in person. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks for sharing just this great information today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity, Tom.
You bet.